Hello, Matthew Honestchuk, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Earlier today at work, my regular day job, I got that pain in my chest quite significantly, and there goes my stomach right now making a funny sound, which tells me that Jasper would like to come through. And it came at a moment where a couple that I am familiar with that live on a houseboat where my work is located, or near where my work is located, were walking down the dock as I was working on a boat, and I said hello to them. And just as they were coming down the dock, before I even noticed them, I started to feel that pressure in my chest. So that's usually an indication that Jasper's coming through. And I don't know whether or not that had anything to do with seeing the couple, but it felt intuitively like there is a message that needs to be said, whether it's for them or somebody like them. So now that I'm back at home here, I'll be able to channel and see what comes through. So let's get started. I am Jasper, Matthew's Dragon and Gatekeeper. We are here to talk to you today about an enormous amount of time that is coming through, that is relegating you to experiences that perhaps you choose not to want to experience, experiences you do not desire. This is occurring to every human on the planet to one degree or another, to some level of intensity or another. By that we mean you may view a friend, a family member, or a neighbor going through a trial or tribulation at this time. Perhaps they're sharing that message with you, that experience with you, or perhaps you're just witnessing them go through something difficult. And you see that and you say to yourself, that's something that is not that difficult for me. And in the same respect, you could say to yourself, I'm glad that's not me, because I don't know how I would handle that. Regardless of where you're at, you too are feeling the pressure of the new energies that are coming through and shaking apart anything that is in your life that is out of alignment, that is of a unhealthy nature, of a construct that you developed from the egoic mind that no longer serves you. And the pressure that you're feeling is to allow it to fall apart, allow it to hit the ground, allow it to fall away from your life. This is why the pressure is on you. It is to help you awaken and to see the truth for what it is that no longer serves you, that you have constructed in your life in some previous actions that you've taken. It is not an easy thing to do for you. We understand the difficulty it is to let go of something or even someone that is not good for your health, for your happiness. No one will be spared from this. If you have something in your life that is in alignment, it will remain because it is in alignment and with you for a reason that is good, that is helping you learn more about your true authentic self. But if you're clinging to something that is obviously troubled, breathing life into something that is obvious that it's not going well anymore, allow it to go. Find the courage to release it. Because when you do this, you create the space in your life for something anew to come in that is waiting, a new door to open, something that is more exciting, something that is more joyful, that is a part of your dreams that you would like to achieve. It may come in a way that you least expect it. It may come in a form that you could never have imagined. But this is how dreams come true. The greatest ones are when you hear stories about people that say they've hit rock bottom, they've lost everything. But it is a reflection of a story they're telling you because the space they're in at the time they tell the story, they had already walked through that door because they found themselves at that precipice and now are reflecting back on the process they had to go through to see the light that was always there, but just you got in the way of it. You were fearful of making the first move. This is what we teach to all souls, irrespective of the form that they take, whether they be human, whether they be an extraterrestrial, or other forms that have the aspect of life. And it's simply this: to discover who you are is the purpose of why you're here. You forgot who you were as a part of the contract that you agreed to go through experiences to reveal aspects of your true self and bring that into the physical reality of life. And that going with the flow of the experiences that are before you, making choices and actions that are always within alignment, even when they're difficult, always leads you to the greatest joyful experiences of remembering who you are and expressing what you remember in the physical experience of your life, rather than trying to construct something that is of the egoic mind to protect you in some format because you feel fear. We know this is not easy, but none of you are spared from this. The only ones that perhaps seem to be having an easier time of it, and even then they too are having their moments, are those who are consciously committed to walking the path we just described, to doing and choosing through their own free will decisions and actions that are in alignment with who they are. But even they have had to let go of a spouse or a job or move to a place from where they were once living, because they choose to remain in alignment. And this is how you receive the highest level of joy and peace in your life. The dial is turning up. Things are going to become more chaotic. And the way that you can weather the storm is to accept what is happening to you in your life, not to sit idly by and be, say, knocked around, but rather what we're saying is make decisions, take actions out of those circumstances that get you back on track with who you are by making the decisions of new choices that are exciting, that are passionate for you. And some of those decisions will be letting go of the things that have no more excitement in them, no more passion in them. In fact, downright draining your energy and your time. Nobody's coming to rescue you. you must now learn to stand and walk with your own 2 feet. With this realization, we hope you find this helpful, albeit it may not sound so comforting, but we are here assisting you through these processes, lovingly supporting you. For this is something that we too must do in our own lives. We too, irrespective of how wise or benevolent you find us, regardless of how advanced you may think we are, we too have lives. We too must make difficult decisions sometimes to remain within alignment with ourselves. But what our wisdom will say is simply this: there is no better path. For you will discover more about yourself when you walk in that way, greater than anything else. And if you choose not to, there is no judgment, for those experiences will teach you just the same that you're off your path. And at some point, you realize that and want to get back on it. We are there with you, irrespective of which way you go, to support you and guide you and help you. While we do the same thing for ourselves. For we are not here as puppeteers or marionettes. We're here like brothers and sisters, offering our helping hand to you. So if you feel sad, alone, abandoned, confused, not understand which way to go within yourself, quiet your mind, and your truth will come to the surface and tell you which decision is best for you, which direction is best for you from your higher self. And if you follow the guidance from yourself, you will always do well. And this is what Matthew was experiencing when he saw the couple today. They too are having their challenges, as Matthew is, with his relationship. It is going to be fine for both couples, but they are learning to find themselves again within the relationship because of the shifts that have occurred. And one day you'll have an opportunity to speak with them and to help them with a bit of enlightenment that we will share through him. As we have already done through Matthew, to help him with his relationship. We bid you adieu with love and tenderness. Good day. Wow. I didn't see that coming. It hasn't been easy. But I have had some recent experiences that have breathed not just only hope, but tangible, conscious awareness about what is really going on in my experiences and the changes that I need to make the changes I need to make in my life on a few major aspects in order to not repair what appears to be damaged, but rather start anew in a new direction with my partner, my love of my life, growing towards a new way of living on this planet. And whatever that may be, I'm excited for. But I do know better than most in the sense that, and this is just based on previous experience, that when you hang on and cling on to something you know is no longer serving you, but it's just done out of fear, you actually harm yourself more and you delay the advancement of the dreams you do desire. So it's best to either let go what no longer serves you or see if there is an amiable way to grow out of it, to level up in a more positive, joyful way and move forward by creating space in your life to allow that new energy to come in, or those new experiences or those opportunities to come in. And it's not easy, trust me, I know, as you do. But the worst thing to do, in my experience, is to cling to something you know is drowning you. The best analogy I use as a boat captain is you find somebody adrift in the water and they don't have anything to cling to. They're just treading water. And you throw them a life jacket and they tell you, this is a red life jacket. I don't like red. I want blue. Please send me a blue one. Throw me a blue one. And you say to them, a life jacket's a life jacket. If you want to live, grab the one I gave you. If they refuse to, you can throw them a few more. But if they refuse those because you don't have a blue life jacket, then that's them clinging to what they feel they need, what they want, not realizing the impact it's having to their lives. And to accept the new life jacket so that they can get out of the water and move forward with their lives without losing it. I'll leave that with you. I'm Matthew, and I'm enjoying this experience, as difficult as it is, because you don't learn about yourself when you sail your boat on calm days. You learn about yourself when you have to sail into a maelstrom, into a squall or a hurricane, especially the ones that you don't see coming. And the intensity is something you've never experienced before, but know full well and have the courage to know it wouldn't be happening to you if you couldn't handle it. So dig deep, face it with courage and commitment and a desire not to survive it or get through it, but to use it as a tool to discover something new about yourself you didn't know before. Because every storm passes, and when it does, that's the gift. When the storm passes and the sun comes out again and you learn something new about yourself, your self-worth goes up, your self-confidence goes up, and now you're ready to take the next step in whatever it is you want to do with confidence because you got through it and you learned. And now you're ready to apply that learning. And then guess what? At some point, another storm's going to come and level up again. I don't look forward to those, but I do know they're meant to come at some point. And when they do, just remember the ones you've already gotten through. And it's that life experience that can help you ground yourself to say, oh, here we go again. But I've been through this before. I've not only survived it and made it, but I am who I am today because of it. So let's see what this is going to reveal. Turn it into a joyful challenge, even if it's gritty, even if it's uncomfortable. Good evening.